Beneath our oceans lies a world we were never meant to see. A place where light dies, pressure crushes, and life takes on forms that feel impossible. We've explored less than 5% of it. We know more about the surface of the moon than what lives thousands of meters below our own seas. And yet, the most extreme fish on Earth does not live in the deep ocean. It lives in a crack in the desert. Imagine being born in a room you can never leave. No exit. No way to communicate with the outside world. No certainty that an outside world even exists. Food arrives randomly, sometimes barely enough to survive. And without warning, the walls begin to shake. Debris falls. The ground moves violently beneath you. The cause isn't nearby. It could be an earthquake thousands of kilometers away. You cannot escape. You can only endure. That is not a metaphor. That is how the Devil's Hole pupfish lives. Against every biological rule we know, it is still alive. The Devil's Hole pupfish is one of the smallest fish on Earth. At full size, it reaches just 3.4 centimeters. Most adults are closer to 2.3 centimeters. Its body is dark brown. Males shimmer with a faint metallic blue. Females and larvae appear more yellowish. It lacks pelvic fins, a rare trait even among its closest relatives. There is nothing about its appearance that suggests resilience, nothing that hints at survival under extreme pressure. And yet this fish exists nowhere else on the planet. Not in a lake. There is no backup population, no secondary habitat, no place to flee, only one location. And that location is so hostile that nearly every other fish on Earth would die within minutes. Devil's Hole is not a lake. It is not a cave you can explore. It is a vertical fracture in limestone, hidden in the Nevada desert, inside Death Valley National Park. A geological fault filled with water. The temperature never cools. It stays around 33 degrees Celsius year-round. The oxygen levels are critically low, low enough to suffocate most aquatic life. The pool descends more than 130 meters straight down. Below 85 feet, it becomes a true cave system. No diver has ever seen the bottom. Only a narrow limestone shelf near the surface receives sunlight. That small patch of rock is where the entire species lives. A space smaller than a bedroom, smaller than a dinner table. And when massive earthquakes strike the ring of fire, Devil's Hole responds. Earthquakes in Chile, in Japan, in Alaska, in Mexico. They send violent waves through the water. The surface sloshes. Eggs are torn away. Young fish are killed. The habitat itself is unstable, and yet this fish does something no vertebrate should be able to do. When oxygen levels drop low enough to kill most fish, the Devil's Hole pupfish does not panic. Its metabolism slows, and when oxygen nearly disappears, it switches strategies entirely. The fish begins producing ethanol inside its own body. It essentially becomes intoxicated. This allows it to survive for hours without oxygen, a biological trick almost unheard of in vertebrates. In the deep ocean, life adapts to darkness and crushing pressure. Here, life adapts to heat, oxygen starvation, and isolation. Different worlds, same rule, adapt or disappear. But even these extreme adaptations were not enough to protect the Devil's Hole pupfish from its greatest danger, because the closest it ever came to extinction was not caused by nature, it was caused by humans.